Hello everyone, welcome to what I would like to consider a My Thoughts video on a special topic. What has happened to the Brony fandom? Is it bad? Well, before we get to answering these questions, I would like to point out really quick for the people subscribed that no, I'm still not dead. I'm just don't own Borderlands 1 quite yet. Don't know when I will own it, and when I do, I'll get to doing it. So for those who are waiting on that, don't worry about it. It'll get done I'll be doing it when I can do it. Anyways, on to the topic, matter at hand. Brony fandom, is it bad? Now you're probably curious you're probably wondering why I'm putting this as a topic, as sensitive as it might be. Because I'm pretty certain if anyone that's not one of my subs watches this is probably going to piss and moan in the comments, well, you're wrong about that. Anyways, here's why I think it's bad. This probably won't be a very long video, and for those who don't really care, can just enjoy the gameplay footage of Retroid or whatever. Yeah, I was watching GW fans Let's Plays while playing this. I like to do that kind of stuff. It's just Paper Mario Thousand Year Door one. Anyways, back on topic. Now to answer the question, why do I think it's bad? Well, over the years, it's changed, for sure. When I first joined in 2013, basically the start of 2013, around the end of Season 2, it seemed like a really friendly place. Everyone I met was really happy. They were full of that love and tolerance and whatnot we came to know and love throughout the fandom. But over the years, I've noticed a decline in that. People don't really seem to care that much. People are kind of assholes, just generally not the same as they used to be. When I've brought it up too, they laugh at you and stuff like, yeah, that isn't what the fandom's about. That's exactly what the fandom's about. And that's what bugs me about the fandom, is what it's become over the years I've been a part of this fandom. They've gone and managed to taint the name, the title or whatever of Brony or Pegasister, which is a real disappointment because this is one of the best fandoms I've come to know, and is thanks to the show, as you guys know. For those who don't know, when I first discovered the show in the fandom, it pretty much changed my life and ended up making me a better person because I wanted to be that good guy, the love and tolerance, care for others, and all this stuff. But from a lot of people I've seen, it was first mentioned on the MLP forums that eventually this would go away, and no, it hasn't. I still care about friends. I do what I can for my friends and whatnot. And I do all I can and buy them gifts and talk to them when they're down, though that's actually something we're going to discuss too. But a lot of people don't seem to care, and you really notice this on something like the Derpy Brewer forums, which is an image sharing site, which is, I guess, supposed to be for sharing images and art of stuff you like, but all it seems to do is attract hate and bullshit. It's like, this is what the fandom has become. People who only care about themselves, people who are just not a whole lot better than normal people around the world, which is a disappointment. But getting into our first topic is ships. And the reason I don't like them in the Brony fandom is not because I hate ships in general. I have nothing against ships. I really don't. Ships are meant to be like, these two would be well together kind of thing. But that's not how they're used in this fandom. No, not at all. And I'm pretty sure someone may argue that, well, it's like this in a lot of other places too. And you're right, that may be the case, or maybe I'm completely wrong about that, and it really isn't that bad. But I've really noticed it here, where ships don't tend to be, oh, these two would be really good together. No, it's all about them being lesbian sex objects to bronies. And when I brought it up, I got like, oh, fuck you, you're wrong. And that's just proof of how right I am, is because of how they responded. They couldn't come up with any kind of valid argument or reason as to why I'm wrong. No, just fuck you, you're wrong. That's the reason you're wrong, because fuck you. Just look at how people act when you point out an obvious truth of what something has become. All they care about is watching them be sex objects. They don't care if that person's good for them or not, and if they are, that would be great, but their main reason is because they're a sex object to them. And that's all the ponies / Equestria girls are to the Brony fandom, are sex objects. That's all they care about. And when you try to pair an OC with someone, they get pissy fit on you because that person loves that pony or whatever, and they want to ship themselves with it to show their, They make a sex pic or a hug pic or a kiss pic, blah blah blah, some form of a ship pic, to show that they love said person, and instead of, saying, "Aw, it's a cute thing," or whatever, getting any kind of support, they get downvotes, dislikes, and other whatever nonsense there may be. Because that's the Brony fandom, fuck love and tolerance. And that's what this place has become. It's just a cesspool of what it once was. And that's a real shame, because this fandom was something great once, and it's just been a terrible place ever since. Not everyone is like this. I'm not saying it's dead or anything. There's still a fair share of good people out there. I know some of them, like GW Fan and whatnot. They're good people. They're not bad. They do what they can to be nice people, too. I'm not sure GW Fan does it. We're friends, but I don't know. I don't think we're that close, sadly, which is a bit of a disappointment. So I like GW Fan. I wish we would talk more. Anyways, that's pretty much my problems with the Brony fandom. What once used to be a place of love and tolerance is now become a cesspool of gold diggers, assholes, and people who just want to just see everything as a sex object and whatnot. Whatever happened to the fandom? Why has it become like this? It's like, it's not the same as I once knew it. And it also bothers me what kind of people join too. You got to let me phrase that. From the cesspool of gold diggers, attention whores, and whatnot, and people who just generally see ponies as sex objects and have the world's strangest fetishes. Like, I know they exist elsewhere, but it's like they say it's okay. And I know in the end it's not really harming other people, but like, how could you like certain things? I think certain things go over the line. And they have the audacity to say, it's completely fine. And if you took a minute to think about it, it probably isn't. Anyways, it's just a shame to see what this fandom has become. And I have to say, it is bad. It isn't what it used to be. It isn't this love and tolerance and caring for others and whatnot. It's just being some kind of gold digger like Taro, or an attention whore like some of the friends I know. Gear, you even do it too. I'm sorry, but you do. Like, you take little problems and make big things out of them, or create problems where there are no problems. That's what pretty much attention whores do. Like yesterday, I'm not going to name this person, I just want to get a quick story out there. Yesterday, one of my friends was depressed, and you're not going to believe the reason why. Because he was kicked out of a group that his best friends were in now. I know it kind of sucks to get kicked out of a group, especially if you are, like, really like, intimate with the group or whatever. But that's no reason to lose your mind and want to kill yourself and whatnot. And the simple solution, I helped him out by saying, you could just create your own group and invite your best friends to that, and that pretty much instantly solved the problem. And I know everyone has different levels of sensitivity, but don't you think that's a little too far? That just screams attention whore, especially when people the bronies put, like, depressed, sad, suicidal in their name. And, I used to feel bad, but over the years, it kind of starts to piss me off. Not because I don't care, because it's like literally 90% of the time, most bronies will just make a mountain out of a molehill, which just annoys me. It's like, I want to help you, but at the same time, I'm kind of pissed and disappointed at you because you have to go out of your way to do this kind of stuff. It's like, they even make arguments to, I have no friends, no one cares. You do have friends. Your Steam friends or whatever online friends are real friends too. It doesn't make them any less than an in real life friend, which is a term I really fucking hate throwing around. It's like, seriously, stop treating your online friends less just because they're not physically there. And I understand the internet can be a dangerous place, but why does it have to be like that? Why does the fandom have to be like this? I'll never understand why it is. It's just a bothersome. So anyways, to answer my question, is the Brony fandom bad? Yes, it is. It isn't what it once was. It's lost. It's a shadow of its former self. And maybe one day it'll come back too, but at the rate it's going, it's decaying, it's dying, it's decomposing. It's pretty much becoming a dead body. A shadow of its former self, as I said. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I want to hear your thoughts on the fandom. Do you think I'm over-exaggerating? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right on the money or whatnot? Let me know in the comments, because from what I've seen, this fandom has just become garbage of what it once was. It's just a trash heap of the freshness it once was back in the start of when I first joined.